beaming into your mind like a ray of cosmic revelation, smashing through the mainstream like a comet of prophecy. Lords and ladies, welcome to Planet Vrilock. Tonight's show, Psionics Personal Money Frequency. We've all been through quite a lot with the economic crisis, the coronavirus, and the ongoing political theater. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel if we all stay very focused on this vision I want to share with you all tonight. I present to you a vision of the future unfolding into a world shrouded in technology and a touch of the mystical. So without further ado, let us begin. My future of money, my vision of the future of money, is very contrary to everything we have all been taught to understand. For as long as we can look back in our modern civilization, money has been thought of as a system backed by another material form. In some times, it has been a gold standard. And in more recent decades, oil money has been carried on the notion of debt, banking, inside banking, and perpetual warfare. I see a future of money not only making a digital transition, but also becoming a personalized token of individual personal branding. That is to say, that one day will come when each individual not only has his or her very own cryptocurrency token, but also that the individual will find a new set of values in these digital medallions. Take an imaginary journey with me into the future for a moment. Visualize with me a digital stream, like a river flowing in a great big figure 8 pattern. The joining of two halos. Now bring your remote presence there to the essence of this stream, right down into the molecules and of this digital micro ocean of digits that are both zeros and ones at the same time. Constructs, I should say, that are zeros and ones at the same time. Floating within this body of money, this money essence, is your gleaming token, speaking to you, calling to you to come to the future. Whatever you would have your token appear as, perhaps a ball of light, or even a virtual image of a coin with your countenance upon it, or perhaps your initials merged into a sort of compact compound glyph. Now look around and see for yourself the myriad digital currencies of other people's personal branded tokens bobbing along like buoys in a looping temporal system. Allow your senses to reach out and take in the totality of this technological system, supporting the many mental projections of people's hopes and dreams in the form of ethereal visages bordering the phantasmic realms of the spiritual and the supernatural. See now a bird's eye view of the joining of these two halos of electric light circulating forever, like the ancients who knew the rune lore of money, circulating wealth to make a healthy society. No person impoverished, the ancient Teutonic thinking, and now realize that this society is yours. Within each of these tokens of individual and unique power are a certain set of qualities at varying levels of density and intensity, each one inviolable as the next, but uniquely its own shining digital token connected to all other individual and unique tokens by way of the element of all tokens are resonating within this vitality stream. Know that no transaction or disturbance may occur in this omniscient stream of self-aware cloud chains. Every person will be set free from the old ways of credentials, crushing, hammering, oppressive credentials. And instead humanity will embark on an adventure into the world of merit and honor. Your measurement of these qualities will be based on concepts dimly familiar perhaps, but which have been stripped from your mind as worthy of pursuit, such as integrity, compassion, and volunteering one's time for helping other people, or animals, or the planet. In this new system, we depart from the numerical and the plasticity of a virtueless society. And instead we are embarking on a mission toward ultimate spiritual universal salvation, wherein and whereupon our arrival, a great cleansing process begins for each of us, and our values begin to become more clear. But do not worry. If you feel you don't stand up to these values, do not worry. We will have so many resources from which to guide us along the way for making this very big and yet very deeply personal transformation of both our individual selves and the entire planet as a whole. As artificial intelligence evolves, people will be challenged to become more human and find new services for serving human. We are not serving machines anymore. Machines are serving people, augmenting our ability to perform better. This is the system I have been secretly working on in the background of the years gone by. What will unfold for you is a world where numerics are gone, well, mostly, and merits are renewed. In place of comparison system of quantifiers, we will find ourselves nested prosperously in a world of energy, frequency, and vibration, thus fulfilling some of the visions of the Honorable Nikola Tesla, whose love was a vision of a society of liberated beings. Oh yes, not merely free energy for everyone, not merely free electricity. Oh no. His mind goes beyond this. I do believe in my necromancy psionics I have discovered the ultimate understanding of a man's vision whose spirit was destined to free humanity from a terrible imprisonment within a system that does not benefit all, or in fact very few. I have spoken on the topic of Nikola Tesla before and psionic necromancy. and discussed with my audience the metaphysics that were shared with me. So you may play back some of my old podcasts about necromancy and Nikola Tesla and other great minds. Bottom line, fear not. While we may mourn the loss of genius, Nikola Tesla, a gentle soul, we can also so to allow for the spirit of Tesla to live through us here and now today as we move forward to fulfill his dream and make his dream our dream. Besides, the gift of electricity should be appreciated. And the best way to appreciate a gift is to use it, and possibly to expand upon this science in new ways we had not previously allowed ourselves to imagine, simply because we are told every moment of our lives by one influencer or another that we are not worthy of the pursuit. We are not worthy of the pursuit. Oh yes, that's what we've been told. However, we live and breathe the same air and walk upon the same earth, though we may find ourselves on different soils around this planet. And this same air we breathe and this same water we drink is the same air and water of our ancestors, and it is indeed the same elements which breathed life into Tesla's body day in and day out. Thus we share a symbiotic existence with all human beings. So too may we work forward now towards a monetary system which embraces both this symbiotic existence and our unique and individual expressions of our spirits and our independent minds, our artful feelings of expression, and so on. We are approaching a new renaissance, a digital renaissance. What this system would accomplish is a new world free of many of the ills of the past, whether these are crimes of money laundering, thievery, robbery, and lack of funds. For simply the motive for stealing vanishes in this vision of a quantum river, wherein we are the new citizen fish, swimming into a new digital visage, which will one day allow all humans to make a final evolutionary transformation out of the dark chrysalis of matter, much like a butterfly leaving its old form through its technology that we know as cocooning. Today you may begin this journey with me right here and now, tonight. You may not even need to use my psionic necromancy to call upon the disembodied personalities of geniuses from our history, such as Nikola Tesla. No, in fact, I have a far simpler way I can share with you tonight, and I will. First, you may make for yourself a picture of a coin that would best represent yourself in the most simplest of forms, or at least represent your digital self in how you would aspire to become. And this is quite fun. Pour yourself a strong cup of coffee or a glass of wine and spend some time doodling and thinking about this digital self-visage and what you would like to aspire to become, knowing that as you pour this energy into your symbol that you are creating, that this symbol will go out into the future, become part of a greater collective part of the force, and then bring to you that path that will take you on to becoming the things you aspire to be. More importantly, because we're using psionics right now, doing this simple exercise, other people are going to help you achieve what you aspire to become. This initial creative work will help you draw up a glyph or symbol of sorts to become as your very own personal sigil of all that your heart determines as valuable, truly valuable, not by someone else's standards. No. Instead, think deeply about what you truly feel inside and try to bring this up to the surface of your mind and imprint this onto a piece of paper nested inside a simple circle, or perhaps concentric circles. I recommend 3. You may then touch this image and think and imagine your digital currency flowing into the force, becoming one with this vision of the joining halos of a digital ocean of possibilities. With the aid of my miraculous prayer board, you may even add other qualities to your personalized magical symbol for your envisioned digital currency by listening with a pair of earphones to a cinematic or inspiring piece of music, and infuse this feeling as it becomes stronger in your heart chakra, flowing down your arms and your hands into your prayer board, and from there into the sacred geometry of a balanced fixture, feeling the subjectivity into the image of your token to be carried off into the future, where your unique token will manifest along with all the other people of the future who will share in this solidified vision of a freedom collaboration with all of us. I am working on this myself, as I have said, and we will be doing this together. Many of the hardships, ladies and gentlemen, many of the hardships of life may be overcome with this virtual magic to create a new frontier in psionics in the digital future of global value exchanges. Now, the value of currencies may not entirely be gone in the wind, but with parallel attributes psionically spliced into the futures of the planet, we may yet displace some of the greedy incentives of the past, perpetual war and agony on the planet. Think back, ladies and gentlemen, to when I publicly stated that I would use psionics to lower the gas prices. Did I do it? Well, in a manner. Of course, it was our president who accomplished this great work in the material world. Like him or not, it's a fact. But who put the ideas there? That's right. Now you can influence the entire planet to make changes that you want. And besides, with my vision of the future of money, we will have more spiritual values attributed to the digital markets that we simply didn't have before. And you can do so much more with this psionics power. I ask you to ask yourself a question. Isn't it about time that you were empowered for a change? Think about it. Thank you for joining me tonight on Planet Vrilock Psionics podcast. And I look forward to speaking to you all again next time. And as always, keep the magic high. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Don't give up. This is Herr Doktor von Vrilock signing out.